Welcome back to the homestead. So today I wanted to talk about assets. When people think of assets, they think of portfolios and buying assets, but I'm talking about buying versus becoming an asset. We're at a tipping point in this country of the United States. Doesn't matter what your political affiliation is. But our economy is in the shitter. Whether you think the shutdowns were justified or not is absolutely irrelevant because it happened. I mean, we have businesses that were around for over 100 years and they are shutting their doors for good. Not just to save money, but because they're bankrupt now. You know, and in my personal opinion, these were problems that were already coming, but the current lockdown situation for many places just kind of exacerbated the problem and pushed it through even faster. With that being said, every week for over 30 weeks, there has been nearly 1 million new jobless claims. New. And most of those jobs are not going to come back. They're not going to come back. I mean, we have a record amount of people and businesses behind on their rent and mortgage payments. Yeah, I'm sure many people who jumped on the forbearance wagon didn't really need it, and we'll have to wait and see when all of this ends to see how many of those people truly needed it and truly didn't. But still, when the eviction bans are lifted, the forbearance ends, there's going to be this huge flood of homeless and jobless American citizens. I mean, food banks are already taxed to the max trying to service families now. And there's been no major eviction, wave or foreclosure wave yet. So this economy is shifting, it's changing. The leisure and service economy of yesterday is dead and gone, and we have no idea what the new economy is going to look like. We have absolutely no idea when that new economy is going to be established. This could be a 10-year transition. I think everyone should be ready for the long haul in that sense. So when people say, "Oh, be ready," what do you mean? A lot of people will think prepping, be prepared, buy gold, buy silver, which, yeah, that's usually a good idea. It's going to preserve your wealth, so that way when the new economy is established, your wealth is preserved in there. Beans, bullets, and band-aids, yeah, that's usually a good idea. That'll help preserve the body. But what good is preserving your wealth if the body dies when those preps run out? Can you guess where I fall on this opinion? Obviously, I am advocating for people to become an asset and not a burden. Now, don't get soft. I'm not saying people who don't have the ability to build a house or to sew are a burden on people. But when we no longer have the leisure of having all this done for us, then we have to take it upon ourselves. I think it's going to be extremely important that people make an exerted effort, especially those of us who do not have the disposable income to stock up on food and all this extra stuff. A vast majority of Americans have an astronomical amount of debt. So even if you own your own home, if you've got all this extra debt from student loans and things like that, creditors can come and take your stuff. So we have to have a way to soften that blow. And I am a firm believer that that's going to be intangible skills. Learning construction, learning how to sew, learning herbal medicine and how to apply it, not just having the knowledge of what a plant can and can't do. Also, growing your own food, preserving your own food, butchering your own meat. I mean, local butchers are booked around here for at least 6 months. I've heard people say that their butchers are booked through the end of 2021. So even if you have the ability to raise your own meat, you need to also have the motivation, the wherewithal, and the knowledge on how to dispatch and butcher that animal as well. And I think that's going to serve a lot of people. That's going to help a lot of people soften the blow. I mean, desperation leads good people down very dark paths. So I think it's very important that we all work together to not only improve ourselves in the skill set that we carry to provide for us and our family, but also our community as well. Offer to teach someone how to do something. And that's where I want to take this channel. I want to turn this channel into more of a how-to when it comes to these skills, because I think it's very important that people learn how to do this, and you need to start thinking about it now. Where do you start? Where are we going to start with this? So I hope you have thought about it before. If not, start thinking about it. I will be putting out a video every single week from here on out. So be ready. I cannot wait to get started. I hope you are enjoying what you can of this year. But in the meantime, comment, like, subscribe. If there's something you're interested in, put it in the comments. And if I know how to do it, I will definitely make a video on it. I will put it on my list of to-do videos. So until next time, be an asset. Become an asset.